Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of this replay between MiddleStudent and FairyTale here on Echo Isle. Great game so far. Level 6 heroes and a level 5, almost level 6. We're going to have an Avatar and Avatar of Vengeance in a moment. And the Warden just coming in, dealing that damage so easily against all of these peasants. Peasants now running away. However, we have the air unit with that high mobility now trying to move in as well, trying to take down some of these Ancient of Lores. Ancient of Lores, oh, they have upgraded armor. So upgraded armor of, I believe, 7. So they got additional armor upgrades from the Tree of Eternity back over here. Someone pinged for some reason. I didn't quite see why. As we have the Warden now moving around the map as well. Avatar of Vengeance now coming back and trying to focus down more units. Dryad should really be focusing down, or sorry, Dragonhawk Rider should really try to be focusing down those Dryads. As those Dryads get taken down fairly easily, in comes the Warden. Warden comes in, a Fan of Knives, and the Avatar of Vengeance is almost done, and no mana. And Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now being used, and a Pen of Energy dropped momentarily. Almost a big miscue there. Siphon mana out of the Pandarian Brewmaster, not going to get any additional mana as it's stunned. And now using that Potion of Mana, Breath of Fire coming back off, and the Avatar of Vengeance will be able to take down the rest of these guard towers again, now giving more mana to that Mountain King, but that was interrupted for just a moment. Now Staff of Sanctuary that Griffin back, trying to heal it back up as well. Over here, the Warden looks to do the same trick again. Potion or anti-magic potion coupled with a potion of invisibility, and try to I guess take down over here. Mountain King does not have any real way to catch any invisible units. I do not see any flying machines. No research yet. No research yet. Ooh, the MiddleStudent was able to upgrade these guard towers. FairyTale and MiddleStudent not sitting in upkeep, so both players just trying to mine as much as they can out of those gold mines. The main gold mines are going to be mined out within the next minute. Blood Mage going out by himself very, very dangerously, but able to somehow move on out. A Warden now going to go ahead, is invisible, has an Orb of Venom, so able to take down some of these air units as well. Let's see how this is all going to work out as that Warden tries to move on in. Blocked temporarily? No, not going to be blocked. And how is this going to work? And Fan of Knives, are we going to get a bolt? Oh, just a quick Fan of Knives, unable to really do anything else. And that's a big misplay. Didn't kill any units in that fight, and just wasted the mana and that Squirrel Town portal. So yeah, and that was a loss of about 500-600 gold. Sorry, not minerals, gold. Dryads continuing that fight. Dryads are upgraded 1-1. Claws of Attack +6 being left behind by that Pandarian Brewmaster. Should probably pick that up. As the Warden continues to move around, a Warden dropped the Pendant of Energy and then drank from those Moonwells and then picked it back up in order to get some more and more. And now Blood Mage may get to level, or is going to get closer to level 5 as well. Griffins, banishing that Gargantuan Sea Turtle and those and those Dragonhawks continuing to finish down and dish out that damage towards these units. And are we going to get another banish? No, not going to get another banish. Blood Mage just trying to pull away, trying to limit the amount of damage, as the Pandarian Brewmaster is going to get to level 4. So level 2 Drunken Haze coming around the corner. So we're going to have Bears and Dryads versus Griffins, Dragonhawks, and a level 4 Blood Mage and a level 6 Mountain King versus a level 7 Warden and a level 4 Pandarian Brewmaster. So hero levels are quite high at this stage in the game, and still it is anyone's game to win and lose. But I still can't understand why FairyTale is still trying to do the same trick over and over again. It's not gonna work. If it didn't work and it didn't deal critical damage the first time, it's not gonna be able to deal the critical damage that Warden needs to do the second time. So not quite sure what exactly happening is here. As the Dragonhawk Riders and Griffins gonna go ahead and move on out and put a little bit of pressure on these buildings over here. And now, do we have flare researched? I cannot tell because the interface, the replay interface, not quite as good. Oh, there was a flying machine for just a moment. So that flying machine able to catch sight of that Warden, and Warden wasting gold, gold on anti-magic, on an invisibility potion. Oh, Dragonhawk Riders. And we're thinking about trying to focus down. Oh, Breath of Fire against the trees, not hitting any of those units. That was a blind Breath of Fire. So we'll see how that's going to work out. Dragonhawk Rider should be able to catch some of these Wisps hiding over here and take them down fairly easily. Gonna go down goes one Wisp as the as the Warden quickly getting sighted. Are we going to get a bolt? No bolt, and the units should really head back, and this is going to be very, very dangerous. Ooh, anti-magic potion. Down goes another mortar team. And is that Warden going to be able to escape? A Bash breaking through the anti-magic potion. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now used just at the right time when the anti-magic potion was completed. But a nice banish saving that mortar team. That mortar team was taking a lot of poison damage as well, but poison cannot kill units in WarCraft 3. So down to 2 hit points there. Pandarian Brewmaster has plenty of items as well. Dragonhawk Riders just hiding around in the back of the base, just constantly putting pressure on this expansion over here. And now trying to move in, gonna take down some of these lower hit point units, and because they are unarmored, gonna get taken down very easily. Down goes one Dryad, no, and now in comes the Knights in order to get in their way a little bit more. Where is the Warden? Warden needs to summon an Avatar of Vengeance and now move on in. As this fight continues, one tree already taken down, anti-magic potion being used, and the Warden trying to get a nice fan of knives off level 5 on the Pandarian Brewmaster, or sorry, on the Blood Mage. Blood Mage wants the siphon mana, but that anti-magic potion is really disabling all of that. But air fight in the air, Drunken Haze on all the air units, and another Breath of Fire. And so that Pandarian Brewmaster will be able to quaff another potion and then use another Breath of Fire on all of those air units and perhaps get to level 5. Things are looking, oh, nice banish on that Pandarian Brewmaster, unable to really fight back as the units continue to just move around. But a bear going to get taken down. Are we going to get a, oh, nice siphon mana as well. Drunken Haze and then no Breath of Fire able to follow it up as the Avatar event, or the Spirit of Vengeance is still able to dish out damage. Nice last second use of that Staff of Sanctuary and continuing this fight. So there's a crazy micro throughout this whole entire fight. Down goes one of those Dragonhawk Riders as the Avatar of Vengeance continues to come in. A lot of mana and no nice fan of knives taking down 2 units. And will the Mountain King be able to get another bolt off? Mountain King does not have enough mana for a bolt. No mana battery coming in yet, just quite yet. Now siphoning the mana from that Pandarian Brewmaster. And now are we going to give a mana to that Avatar? No, not quite yet, as he does not want to take the damage from those units. One tower just trying to dish out damage towards that Avatar. Avatar running away and letting the Spirit of Vengeances take care of it. Back over here, Blood Mage continuing to fight and now giving mana to the Avatar, gonna get a bolt off, bolt on that Pandarian Brewmaster, and that Knight, go, last second Sanctuary again, and another Staff of Preservation. So units being staffed all over the place. This is a Scroll of Town Portal, so no way to really interrupt that. And oh, that Dryad was not taken down. Mountain King could have finished it off, but no there. So both sides dealing a lot of damage so far, and gold mines are nearly mined out. FairyTale has about 3 minutes left in that gold mine, while we have MiddleStudent with another minute tops. So with all the units that you are seeing, that is going to be it. Now, this may become very interesting as the game progresses further and further on. The Avatar of Vengeance is not going to be nearly as strong because there's not going to be corpses on the ground. So with no corpses on the ground, Wisps do not produce corpses, and it's going to be fairly difficult for that level. Oh, nice fan of knives getting in, taking down a lot of these Dragonhawk Riders. Slow poison. Oh, and in comes the Warden with a crazy blinking again. Fan of knives again, and that Dragonhawk Rider. Oh, are we going to get another blink? That would just be absolutely beautiful. Down goes, so that Warden was able to finish off so many of those units. And now Mortar Team's trying to do a little bit of a base rush. Level 6 on the Mountain King, level 5 on the Blood Mage, and now in come these units. Mountain King may get a bolt. Are we going to get a bolt off on any of these units? They really need to just focus down, or focus on some of these Dryads. A nice bash on that one Dryad over there, but wow, Mortar Team's getting destroyed. Things not looking good, and wow, I still can't believe that MiddleStudent was able to continue to build and continue to upgrade some guard towers in the middle of this whole entire fight. Back over here, we have a bash on the Pandarian Brewmaster. Gonna go ahead and lose one of those towers. And now, are we gonna continue to get any additional? A bash bolt may be the correct combination in order to deal that extra damage towards that Warden. Warden be able to blink away. No, unable to blink as she does not have any mana. Mountain King should be able to get a bash, and no bash from bolt coming in from that Mountain King. A little surprised. And now Ancient of Wind gonna get taken down. Gold mine down to 1,000, so about a minute and a half here, and someone says DH. Did we see a third hero? And now here we have the Mountain King and the Blood Mage moving out that Ring of Regeneration, really healing up a lot of the hit points as these units going to move on. And oh, Bull should have been on that bear in that middle of that fight. Stay tuned for part 4 of this replay between Fairy Tale and Middle Student here on Echo Isle.